Hello. Just getting all my stuff ready. You know, trying shit. Mm, oops. Cars. Yeah. My chat. All right. So we're about ready to start. So let's hop into a game.
Death is not mercurial. It's patient. Unlike life.
I've seen it all. Nothing surprises me.
You and I will survive together.
Introducing your champion.
I'm speechless. Actually, I wrote a speech. You know what? Forget it. Let's just fight.
Let me jump faster. This time. Let's land here. Dropping in. Hang on.
The true test is before we all follow. I trust the gusto of the wind. That led to my window. I am the contact.
About my red part. Hold on there.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown. Body shield here. Level 2.
Thank you.
Attention. First blood.
First blood. The cycle has begun. Gas trap deployed. Gas trap deployed. Independent variable added.
Eva 8 here.
Independent variable added.
Target spotted.
New kill leader appointed. New kill
Contact
leader.
with hostile.
Watch for them.
Contact with target.
Danger. Move.
Delivering frag.
Contact with hostile.
Frag out. Throwing arc star.
Contact with target. Hostile right here. Firing out. Scanning the area.
Target spotted here.
Focus.
Placing gas trap. Variable. I still see seconds.
I downed an enemy.
Taking fire. Subject down.
Enemy taken out.
An admirable
You're in their
kill.
sights. Getting shot at. Range phase. The squads remain. Reloading.
Killing shot. Placing an independent.
Getting shot
I still see everything.
at. This time I'm down.
Healing my wounds.
Hostile right here.
Placing gas trap.
Well, mine sucks today. Oops.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pay attention, you might learn a thing or two.
Right.
The wind is out there looking for you. It will find you if you let it.
You can't hide from your mistakes.
Introducing your champion.
Faster. This time.
Good, I'm the jump master. Enough now, let's go this way.
Might be something good this way.
Attention. First blood.
First blood.
The overseeing eye.
Round one. Beginning.
Backing
ring
out of my
countdown.
drone. I'm good to go.
Let's go this way. Contact with target.
Patching into my eye in the sky. I'll let you know what I see. I see an enemy over there. 나 저쪽으로 갈게. May find loot here.
Got an extended energy mag here. Level 2. Heavy ammo here.
Patching into my eye in the sky. I'll let you know what I see. Let's relocate here.
Okay,
spotted over
Going
there.
down character right here. The Wi-Fi is reviving him.
Oh, you have any AVM?
I'm back. Logged off my drone. Somebody's trying
Down
to draw.
Pathfinder.
Enemy down. Reloading.
Pathfinder's done.
Enemy killed.
Another squad.
Oh boy.
Firing. Taking fire.
We've got another squad. Arm up.
Lifeline has no health.
Reloading.
Lifeline's done so, but I'm done so. Lifeline's down right here. Lifeline's getting revived, but we'll follow around, boy. Lifeline got revived.
Knowledge is power
Good try.
and pain. Each choice changes everything. Amateur hour is over. Time for the big leagues.
I always kill the messenger. It's safer that way.
Introducing your champion.
I'd watch out for my squad if I were you.
How about here?
This door. Let's explore this way.
I'm moving over there.
First blood.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
We're inside the ring. Got the positional advantage.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Hey, found a new kill leader.
Gotta hop up here. Helmet here. Level 2. Mind those headshots.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I need heavy ammo.
Heavy ammo here.
Thanks. I need it.
Helmet here. Level 2.
Heavy ammo here.
Thank you. Gotta hop up here. Hammer point. Peacekeeper here.
Body shield here. Level 2.
I can use that.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
I need it.
Body shield here. Level 2.
I need a hop up. Choke.
Helmet here. Level 2.
Attention.
Shotgun bolt here.
The champion
Level
has
1.
been eliminated.
Both
Gotta
increased
hop up
rate of
here.
fire. Nice. Champions out. Meat wagon's having one hell of a day.
Warning. Ring closing.
Yeah, we're on the grid. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Tag the cargo bot.
Kill leader eliminated.
Knockdown shield here. Level 2.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Heads up. Care package coming in.
Body shield here. Level 2.
I need optics for an SMG.
Do you need energy ammo? I should be fine. I have 157.
Half the squads are left.
Okay.
Let's smoke them.
I also have a blue extended heavy.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Watch for them.
Nah, what I think is like I think like updates for my R99 and choke for my triple kick.
Closed door over there.
Light ammo. Never mind.
I was thinking heavy ammo. What on me?
Enemy down.
Recharging my shield.
Reloading.
I'm taking shots.
I downed one. Killed one.
Reloading.
Throwing grenade. Reloading. All the squad has dropped for good.
Giving my shields a recharge.
New kill leader appointed.
There's a new kill leader. 조심해. all-seeing eye. Let's move here.
They're a critter. Than that. I saw them.
Signaling my drone back.
Patching myself up.
Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Hold on.
I need
Shield
a hop up.
recharging.
Barrel choke.
Getting my eyes in the sky.
Warning. Rig movement in progress.
Good, we're inside.
Enemy spotted far.
Optics here. Optics here. Sniper. Always better than iron sights.
Signaling my drone back. Eyes in the sky. Care package coming in.
Opening fire. Getting shot at.
Pop and smoke.
Reloading.
Well,
Frag out. Frag out. Hostile right here.
Grenade out. Enemy agent right here.
Getting shot at.
Reloading. Taking fire. Hold on. Shield recharging.
Throwing thermite. Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Sniper. Firing.
Ring
I
countdown.
downed an enemy.
I got the
Recharging my
back.
shields.
Prison.
They laid traps.
Let's drop for good. Watch your back. I won't always be around.
Thanks for that.
Give me a second. Fixing up.
Patching myself up.
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close. My shields are recharged.
Shield battery here.
Rings next door. 45. Using a med kit. 1 sec.
Less than 30 seconds. Rings nearby.
Shields are here.
Just do it for that.
10 seconds to the ring. It's close at least.
Warning. Ring closing.
Let's go this way. Heads up. The ring's moving.
Delivering care package.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
Incoming, get to cover.
Enemy spotted.
Adding an extra pair of eyes. My drone has been destroyed.
Giving him the chimney.
Follow the tunnel. Set the photo.
Muscle over there.
Round 4.
Already on my mark. Firing for effect. Come ahead.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Top of the chimney. Reloading.
Enemy down. Reloading. Safe jumping. Killed an enemy. Listen, let's move here.
Looks like you can take the range.
Recharging my shields.
Reloading. That was the whole squad. No quarter dinner.
Healing up. Eyes are open though.
Body shield here. Level 4. You need one if you don't have it.
Last squad.
Death box here. Getting my eyes in the sky. Yeah, enemy spotted. My drone has been destroyed.
I don't see them. Yeah,
45 seconds.
yeah,
Rings close.
active.
I got an enemy right here.
They're right inside the house.
Frag out. 3-0. Rings close.
He ran out. To the right. Careful.
The ring was in 10.
Double timing it.
Throwing grenade. Throw my grenade.
Getting shot at.
Reloading.
Down.
Recharging my shields.
Enemy down. Need to recharge my shields. Patching myself up.
Top of the chimney.
I've been down.
They got me. I'm down.
Oh, come on.
That sucks
That's-
for you, compadre. But at
that's
least it
dumb.
wasn't boring.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either. Like,
We have our Apex champions.
it was 3v3. Ah.
Get ready to stitch them up.
Alright, so I did my hair for this. Nothing wrong with looking good in the ring, and I look good.
Prepared and ready.
This is your champion.
I'm the jump master.
Nope. I'm
This
not.
is a good LZ.
Yep. Oh, this is the best part.
Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Copy that.
One team, two team.
Go.
Like seriously, I only got
Attention.
extra
First
stuff.
blood.
Body shield here. Level 1. You need one if you don't have it.
Oh, someone got the party started. Gotta hop up here. Select fire.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Ah, lucky us. We're already inside this next ring.
Get that! Get your shit!
I got a bad guy.
Well, I only got a Mozambique, so sure. And that's like the best gun, right?
Enemy spotted. They look small.
Let's check out this area. Optics here. Sniper stock here. Level 3. Contact.
Yeah, I could use that.
Hostile. Danger close. Taking fire.
Getting shot at.
You're in their sights.
Throwing thermite. Target over there.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Call him if you spot him. Enemy spotted. Near me.
I like throwing stuff.
Setting a portal. Portal's ready.
Others have been here.
You're being aimed at.
Right here.
What?
Torch start now.
There's another squad down there.
It's not safe here.
Encore toi qui m'observe au loin.
to go.
I've got everything you need.
It doesn't matter who I am, only what I can do.
This is your champion.
I'm speechless. I mean, actually, I wrote a speech. Yeah, I forget it. Let's just fight.
Why are you dropping, man?
Get prepared, we're going in. Let's move here.
First blood. Should've seen that coming.
Beginning ring countdown.
Reloading. Yeah, we're on the grid. I have been downed. Hostile right here. Putting an eye on the sky.
There's another squad attacking. Last member's down. One squad closer to winning.
잘했어. Backing out of my drone. I'm good to go.
I'll get it.
Heads up. New kill leader. Got our squad mate's banner.
Pourquoi ça va slider, tabarnak, que je joue de merde, de Christ, de câlisse. Wow! Un bel loin, toi, hein? Hey, le player de l'année! Regarde-moi pas de main, putain.
Yo.
What's up?
But I was watching the video. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just trying to get.
Listen, I've been training all day, so it's about time we do some fighting.
Because they're the last champions after.
Real men use iron sights?
Excuse me if I'm wrong.
I use heavy artillery.
Sorry. Unless you want to carry.
You made the right choice
I've
this
been
time.
difficult to get them Mirage for some reason.
Well, if I don't have a bad game, I can, but...
Bad game.
I've like got a bad streak.
This is your champion.
I'll high-five you all when I see you.
Bum cheeks.
I'm the master. This
Booty
time.
butt cheeks. Booty butt cheeks. Cheeks.
Got a good feeling about this area.
Yep.
Solid copy.
Here we go. Ready up.
Let's check out over there. Body shield here. Level 1.
First blood.
First blood.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Alright, lucky us. We're already inside this next ring. Firing.
I'm taking shots. Enemy. Reloading. Enemy taken out.
Nice work.
Attention. The champion.
Shots fired. And they're hitting me.
Top of the chimney.
I'm champion, huh?
Shots. Reloading.
Get out there and bamboozle.
That was the last one. Nice work.
That was a good kill.
Touching myself up.
Sniper stock here. Level 1.
Yeah, I got some syringe.
I got some.
So.
There's one, right here.
Thanks.
Hey, you, my friend, are very welcome.
Yeah.
Need to recharge.
Sending out my decoy.
Split the circle.
How about this way?
This way.
Heard that.
Heard that.
Yep. Unopened, nobody looted over here.
Peacekeeper here.
See anybody? Oh, gunfire.
Might be something good there.
We can loot this and like have some way out
Healing
third party and come back.
Eyes are open though.
You want me to stream to that?
Let's go this way.
In progress.
Good work. We're inside the next ring.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Someone's got to take out the new kill. Heads up, got one here.
Punching a tunnel.
Roger.
Got him.
Damn, the jump screen.
You got bamboozled. Look at you.
Set the portal.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Watch your 6.
Delivering care package.
Check it out. Care package coming in.
Kill leader eliminated.
Let's frag out.
I'm taking shots.
Corner
Heard
start.
that.
Giving him the chimney.
Need to recharge my shields.
Attention.
Target over there.
Take him out with a decoy.
Danger. Move. Heads up. Dropping the pain.
Using the decoy escape.
Spotted. Double timing. Spotted. Double timing. Taking fire.
Faking him out with a decoy.
Oscar Mike. Spotted.
Giving my shield to recharge.
They got him. Thanks.
Just us now.
Gotta patch myself up.
Reloading. Look out. Phasing. Getting shot. I'm down.
Only one.
Enemy down. Heard that. Taking contact with enemy.
Like one shot.
Ça montre pas vite à coup de vent, hein, putain. Pas tout le temps jouer tout seul, hein. I'll be right back. in back. Peut-être.
I've seen it all. Nothing surprises me.
You and me, friend. I got the need for speed.
This is your champion.
This might be a good place to land.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, that's good.
Hold your breath. If you have a respiratory system.
Look, body shield here. Level 1.
Extended light mag here. Extended heavy mag here.
Round 1.
Level 2.
Beginning ring countdown.
Fire.
Attention. First blood.
First blood. Should have seen that coming. Another squad attacking. Focus. Reloading.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
Enemy down. That was the last one. Nice work.
Nice takedown. The enemies are shooting at me. I have been downed.
I'm coming. Just healing.
Patching myself up.
Not a bad service.
You and me? Let's take this win.
Return of victory and slaughter.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
This is your champion.
Life is meant to die. Accept your fates.
I'm the master. This time.
What the fuck?
I will choose our location for battle.
Well, nobody wanna be jump master.
I'm the master. This time.
I suck at being a master. Hell no.
Let's make a choice.
I
Land
suck
here.
too.
Here we go. Ready up. Might be something good this way.
Scanning the area.
Beginning ring countdown.
Good. We're inside.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Opening fire. Reloading.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at. I'm down.
Frag out.
Only the bless me with sight.
Being aimed at.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Grenade.
What the fuck?
This was an idea born in the mountains.
What if you guys made gear that breathes?
What's going on, guys? It is Panjana here, and today I'm going to bring you guys the ultimate FPS increase guide for Apex Legends Season 3. This video is going to be helping you guys achieve the very best FPS possible, regardless of your system specs, and will be providing configs, settings, and optimizations for all PCs ranging from ultra low-end potato laptops all the way up to the latest and greatest in gaming hardware. If you guys have followed along with my previous FPS video for Season 2 of Apex Legends, or if this is your first time watching any of my content, make sure that you do follow along with as many steps inside of this video to make sure that you guys get the best results possible, as there are a ton of new fixes, optimizations and settings, including auto-exec config commands and other optimizations in which we can apply with inside of this video to ensure that we are getting the very best FPS possible for Season 3. So if you guys did enjoy this video, at the end of the video, please do consider pressing the like button as it helps me out tremendously, alongside leaving any results, questions, queries or suggestions for other content in that comment section down below, as it's always fantastic to hear from you guys. And if you guys do enjoy my content and wish to stay up to date with the channel, whether that's for updated versions of the Apex Legends FPS increase guide or other content coming to the channel, please do consider pressing that subscription button alongside the bell notification to be notified instantly of whenever I upload. To kick things off, you guys will need to navigate into the description down below, and where you'll be finding 2 download links for an FPS increase pack. Simply click on the top download link. If for some reason the first download link doesn't work or you're having issues downloading it, try out the second link, download the file and place it onto your desktop. Inside of here, you'll be finding the Apex Season 3 FPS pack by myself. Once you've got the pack downloaded and it's on your desktop, what you guys need to go ahead and do is actually right click on the pack and select the option for extract here. If you don't have the option for extract here, you'll need to take yourself over to Google or 7-zip, download one of those programs, come back to this point in the video, and you should then have the option to extract here. Once you guys have selected the extract here option, you'll then be given a folder on your desktop with an identical name. With inside of here, this is going to be all of the configs, commands, optimizations, and everything we're going to need to have to follow along with this video. Again, if you've downloaded the Season 2 or Season 1 FPS pack by myself, make sure that you follow along with this Season 3 one, as there are many different optimizations and a lot of things have been tweaked for Season 3 to give you the best though. It's scroll down menu and we're going to be looking for the local disk C drive. Once you find your local disk C drive, highlight it just like so it's highlighted in blue. Go down to the bottom right hand side and click on the create button. With inside of here, you're then going to want to name the some applications. Highlight it once, right click and select properties. With inside of here, go to the compatibility tab, disable the full screen optimizations, click on change IDPI, override the high DPI scaling behavior, press OK, apply and OK. Once you guys have applied the optimization, we can then go ahead and simply exit out. Piggybacking off of that step, this will then bring you inside of the Apex Legends installation directory. What we're optimizations, click on change IDPI, override the high DPI scaling behavior, press OK, apply and OK. Once you guys have applied the optimization, we can then go ahead and simply exit out. Piggybacking off of that step to apply another application fix, it's important that you go inside of the FPS increase pack provided once again, this time going inside of the optimizations folder, and with inside of here you'll be met with a folder titled Apex Process Priority. Double click on the folder and you'll be met with 3 files. This will allow you to select the boot priority mode with inside of Apex Legends. So if you go with the Apex above normal priority key found here, this will boot the game in above normal priority every single time you boot it with inside of Windows. If you go with high priority, it will boot into high priority, and normal priority will restore it back to the normal priority in which it boots in currently. For most people watching this video, you will be finding the best results going with Apex high priority, but if you do run into any issues with this, you can always come back and reapply the normal priority. But for most people watching, double click on high priority, select yes, yes, and that optimization is now been enabled, and Apex will always boot into high priority with inside of Windows. That now leads us on to installing our optimized Season 3 FPS configs. To do this, we're going to be navigating inside of the FPS pack provided and going inside of the configs folder. With inside of here, just like my previous Season 2 FPS pack, you'll be met with an in-game settings folder, high-end, low-end competitive, recommended competitive, and ultra-low-end configs. With inside of here, for the best settings possible for your machine, if you wish to get the best visual fidelity and FPS, it's recommended that you click on the corresponding folder which matches your system specs or what you're looking for. If you guys are running on sort of medium-end systems or high-end systems and you want to get the best competitive edge by reducing visual clutter but still keeping a nice looking game and emphasizing on FPS, you're going to want to be going with the recommended competitive config. If you guys are running on a low-end system but you want the same effects, go with the low-end competitive. If you're on a high-end system and want to keep the game looking good but have a nice FPS bump, go with high-end and vice versa. For me, I'm going to be installing the recommended competitive folder, so I'm going to be going inside of there. With inside of the folder, you'll then be met with an auto exec and a video configs file. To install this, it's very simple and easy to do. Drag this file over to the right hand side, and we're first off going to be installing our auto exec file. To do this, we're going to be navigating back to the bottom left hand side, typing in Apex like we did earlier, right clicking on the game, and opening file location. Drag this over to the left hand side, right click again, open file location, and
you don't have to be a tech YouTuber to get sweet deals on the stuff you find online. You just need to install
It will then be brought inside of the Apex Legends installation directory. To install the auto exec, we're going to scroll all the way to the top to the CFG folder, and once inside of the CFG folder, we're then going to navigate up to the right hand side, right click on the auto exec, and we can either copy or simply drag and drop it inside of here. If you already have an outdated auto exec in there, you can replace the file in this destination, or if you've not done this optimization before, the file will simply just be dropped inside. Once you guys have done that, we can then go ahead and actually X out of the CFG folder, and we can then find the folder to install our video config. For this folder, we need to navigate to the bottom left hand side, click on the Windows key, navigate up to the Documents tab and click on that once. With inside of it, we then need to go inside of this PC, go to our local disk C drive, go to Users, click on the username in which you've logged into on this PC. For me, that's going to be this one, and we're then going to be looking for the Saved Games folder. Go inside of Saved Games, Respawn, Apex, local, and with inside of here, once again, you're going to be finding your video config. So simply what we need to go ahead and do is navigate to the right hand side, get the brand new optimized video config file, drop it with inside of here, and replace the file with inside of this destination, and you've now successfully installed your optimized Season 3 configs. You can then go ahead and exit out of both the folders. Now before booting into the game to tailor and fine-tune our in-game settings, it's important that we install our brand new optimized launch options for Season 3. If we don't have launch options enabled, the auto-exec file will not be opened by the game, nor will most of the optimizations be applied. So it's important that you apply the launch options. To do this, navigate back into the FPS increase pack, go to the text document titled launch options and double click. With inside your optimized to be applied. So it's important that you apply the launch options. To do this, navigate back into the FPS increase pack, go to the text document titled launch options and double click. With inside of here, you'll be met with all of the launch options and which you're going to need to install for your game. The only option with inside of here you need to change is your screen's refresh rate. To find out your screen's refresh rate, it's very simple and easy to do. Go to your desktop, right click anywhere and go to display settings. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, go into advanced display settings, and you should then see refresh rate underneath your monitor. As you can see, I'm using a 240Hz monitor. This could say 59 for you, could say 119. Whatever the number is, simply round it up to the next digit. For me, that's going to be 240. Your number could be completely different, so set yours according to your number. Then simply go up here to the -refresh command found here and input the number you're going to be inputting. Once you guys have set the number up correctly, simply take yourself over to the top right hand side to where it says dash full screen, highlight all the way from the right to the left, right click, select copy, and you can then exit out of the launch options and save the launch options. To install the launch options, it's very simple and easy to do. Just simply boot into Origin, whether that's through the desktop or however you do it. Go over to Apex Legends, right click on the game, go to game properties, advanced launch options found here at the top, go to where it says command line arguments, and if you do currently have any launch options installed, remove all of them until the box is blank. We can then go ahead and press Ctrl and then V on our keyboard to paste in the new commands, then go ahead and press save. At this point, what we can go ahead and do, assuming we've now installed our launch options and configs, we can then go ahead and actually boot into the game. To fine tune our in-game settings could take a slight bit longer than usual to boot up. You might also experience a white screen whilst booting into the game, but leave it for a few moments time and the game will boot up just fine. Once you guys have booted into the game, it's important that you actually go ahead and actually boot the game into windowed mode so we can set the settings up very
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. Out of the mist, your voice is calling. It's twilight time.
easily, so you don't have to tab in and out of the game. To do this, take yourself into the bottom right hand side, click on the game menu cog, go down to the settings tab, go up to the top to the video tab, and I'd recommend setting the game to windowed mode and setting it to a resolution of 1280 by 720 regardless of your system specs. We're only going to be doing this currently so we can have the game in a nice windowed mode so we can look at the settings notepad on our PC and copy the settings over easily. Go ahead and do all of this and then hit apply. Go ahead and then drag the game window over to the left hand side or wherever you wish to have it. We're then going to go ahead and open up the FPS increase pack provided once again, go inside of the configs folder, go to the in-game settings folder this time, and with inside of it you're then going to be finding 4 text documents for high end, low end, medium and ultra low end game settings. For the best results regardless of which config you installed, click on the notepad which best matches your system specs. If you guys are running on a high-end system, go with high-end. If you're running on an ultra-low-end potato PC, go with ultra-low-end and vice versa. So assuming that I'm recording this video on my high-end gaming PC, I'm going to be going with high-end. Once you guys open up the notepad, you'll then be given all of the in-game settings, in which I recommended that you set up, and I recommend dragging the notepad to the right-hand side of your screen. Once you guys have got the notepad dragged over to the right-hand side of your screen, bring the game back up, and as you can see now, you can simply see the recommended settings on the right-hand side, in which you can set up your game simply and easily. So for this, what you'll simply do is go over to display mode, set it to full screen as recommended, and keep following all all of these options one by one until you've completed all of the options and they match the ones recommended on the right hand side. Then go ahead and press apply. Make sure that you do change your display mode back to full screen and that you do change your in-game resolution back to the resolution which is recommended and which you use. This now brings us on to one of the most important optimizations included in this entire video, especially for Season 3, and which hasn't been shown in any of my FPS increase guides previously. There are two custom resolutions I'm going to recommend that you install for your PCs if you game at 1080p. So if your standard resolution for games is 1920 by 1080, you're going to want to set up this custom resolution of 1904 by 1071. As this resolution still looks fantastic, you'll see very little visual loss, but the FPS gains from using this resolution are drastic or for a stretch resolution.
Boucler complet anti-mucosité soulage plus de symptômes du rhume et de la grippe qu'il y a de secondes dans cette annonce.
Possible, and I play on a high-end gaming PC. System restore point if you didn't earlier on in the video. In case anything goes wrong, I'm recording this video, and it applies the most horsepower towards power hungry tasks. If for any reason you don't wish to enable the custom power plan, you can select the high performance power plan, as this should give good enough results. But if you can, take the extra few moments and enable the ultimate performance power plan. To enable the ultimate performance power plan, it's very simple, quick and easy to do. Navigate into the FPS pack provided, go into the command text document, copy the entire command found within inside of here, press copy and exit out. Take yourselves down to the bottom left hand side, click on the Windows key, type in CMD, right click on command prompt and run this as an administrator. If you don't run the command prompt as an administrator, this command will not be recognized and nothing will happen. Once you guys are inside of the command prompt as an admin, simply go down to the keyboard, press Ctrl, then V at the same time, paste the command in, press enter, and you'll then be met with Power Scheme GUID Ultimate Performance. At this point you can go ahead and actually exit out of the command prompt, navigate back into the control panel power options, go to the top right hand side to the directory tab, refresh, go back to the show additional power plans, scroll all the way to the bottom or anywhere, and you should now be seeing Ultimate Performance. Go ahead over to the Ultimate Performance power plan, select the option to select it. Once it's been selected, you can then go ahead and exit out of the folder as you're now running on the Ultimate Performance power plan. Just as important as that optimization is a piggyback step to ensure that we actually optimize that power plan for the best performance possible. To do this, we're going to be navigating inside of the FPS increase pack provided once again, going inside of the optimizations folder, and going down to the quick CPU setup version 3.0.10 included and double clicking. For a brief explanation and demonstration as to what this program does, you can see in the bottom side of the screen now. Go ahead and press next, accept the terms, next, next, install, select yes to any options that come up, make sure that the launch option down here is ticked once the program installs, then press finish, select yes once again, and after a few short moments the program will open up. Once the program is booted up, you might be notified that a newer version is available. You can update your version if you wish to do so. I tend to not bother, so I'm just going to be exiting out. With inside of here to set the program up, it's very simple and easy to do. We're only going to be changing 4 options. To start off with the options, take yourself over to the top left hand side to the power data plan. Go to the drop down menu and select the power plan we set up earlier. If you went with high performance, go with high performance. If you went with ultimate, select ultimate. Once you guys have done that, navigate to the bottom left hand side to core parking index. drag this all the way up to 100%. Following on from that, go to frequency scaling index. Once again, drag this all the way up to 100%. And last but not least, for some of you watching this video, you might not have this option available, but if you do, go to turbo boost index and once again, drag to 100%. Take yourself to the bottom right hand side after all of those options have been set, press apply. It will then notify you that it's successfully been applied, press OK, and we can then exit out of the program, and that optimization has been applied. That basically just tailors Windows to be able to use 100% of your CPU resources as and when Windows might need it. Proceeding on from there for a very quick fix for most of you guys watching this video, if you are a Discord user, whether you have the program open up in the background to talk to people, or if you don't use voice often but the program is often open in the background, make sure that you do apply this fix as there's no negative sides to this. To apply this fix, navigate down into Discord and open up the application. Once inside of the Discord app, take yourself to the bottom left hand side, go to your user settings cog and click on the user settings. Once inside of here, navigate over to the left hand side to app settings, scroll down and you should be finding the option for the appearance tab. In the appearance tab, scroll all the way down to the bottom to the advanced section, and we're looking for the option titled hardware acceleration. Go to the flicker switch and turn this off. Go ahead and press OK to the red warning that comes up, and that has now disabled hardware acceleration within inside of Discord. That leads us on to some of the final optimizations within inside of this guide to wrap things up. Whether you guys wish to keep your GPU drivers up to date or not, it's important that you take yourself into the FPS increase pack provided by double clicking, going inside of the optimizations folder, and going into the GPU settings folder. With inside of here, you'll be finding screenshots for both AMD and NVIDIA control panels. You can access these control panels by right clicking on your desktop, and you'll then be given the NVIDIA control panel or AMD Radeon settings panel. Click on the folder corresponding to the graphics card you have and follow along with all of the screenshots found within inside of there for the best settings to give you guys the best performance possible. These are simply settings within inside of the GPU driver themselves in which you can edit. This does not include anything like overclocking. It's completely safe to do and it's recommended that every single person watching follows along with those settings. So with all that said and out of the way, that now leads us on to the last and final optimization for this guide, and which is arguably one of the most important within inside of the entire video. Before we apply this optimization, it's recommended that you take yourself to the bottom left hand side, click on the Windows key, click on the power button by right clicking and select restart to make sure that we restart Windows, to make sure everything has been booted, to make sure all of the registry fixes, changes and other power plan changes we might have